Today we are featuring high probability trade setups with TradeColors.com. TradeColors.com is our introductory system into the world of algorithmic trading. And you see it here in the background. You trade by a change of colors. Yeah, so from blue to red, from red to blue. Yeah, and this will help you to find your trade setups and where to enter, and also approximate where to best exit before prices turn, because you see after a certain point prices start to turn again, and we want to be out of the trade when that is happening. And so with that, we'll give you an introduction with that system to the world of never loss trading, and TradeColors.com is our introductory system, as said. Let me introduce myself. My name is Thomas Baumann. I'm the owner and inventor of Never Loss Trading, and I want to make you aware of the risk in trading. Also, Never Loss Trading, just be aware of this. It doesn't come from the idea that you never lose a trade. It came from the idea that you can repair trades that go wrong, but never stop loss trading was a bit lazy. Let us dive into the details of how you can spot and follow high probability trade setups. Let us start out with a definition. What does high probability mean? It means to have an attainment rate above 65%. So that means out of 100 trades, your system should give you 65 winners and then 35 losers. So if you are there already, then that's super duper good. Then that video is not for you. If you're not there, listen very well of how we can help you to move in that direction, because the attainment rate of your trading can be measured and then compare it, but compare it on one imperative. Yeah? Clear-cut entries, exit, and stops, because that's important that you mechanically know when you enter a trade where will be your exit, where will your stop, or we also teach where will you adjust the trade so to turn a potential loser also into a winner. If you're not there yet, then things are a little more crucial, because then you might work with assumptions, and that is not good for trading. Trading has to be as mechanic as possible, following clear-cut rules spelled out by the system, being followed and being held through over and over and repetitive. And that's a big word, repetitive patterns. Yeah, we help you to have those repetitive actions in a business plan. That means a financial plan where we calculate jointly what can be the expectation of your account holdings times the trades you can do in a period like a week or a month. And also with an action plan where you know what to do, when and how to apply different trading strategies for going forward. Trial and error is not a thing that should be in your daily business plan. You should know what to do and how, and this is what we teach, and we'll give you some insights in here in that presentation into that world. And it is all done with us on one-on-one trading, so you will no more be on your own. You will work with professionals helping you to attain the goals or strive for the goals you want to attain. So now let's go into detail and look at a couple of charts. What you see here on the price chart is crude oil futures on a 1 hour time frame for January 20 to 27, so basically 6 trading days. And we take combinations of colors colored by our algorithm. Yeah? So up moves are in blue, down moves are colored in red, and we only trade when there is a change of the color combination. And I'm going to highlight those changes with you. Let us go left to right, highlight the individual trade setups, and see their outcome. First setup comes here on the bottom. And you see here the first color combination change, so 2 blue bars. And then afterwards spelled out here by our approximator, say, okay, at that price move, we want to move about 25 cents. So that would be per contract a $250 win. And afterwards, it did that price move. We got out, and you see what happened. Slight retracement. But after the retracement, what happened then? Another price move came. Also indicated how far it shall go, and again we are taking profit, and we do that continuously. So you see here in the 6 days we had 11 trading opportunities, and we'll look now how many winners, how many losers we had. Yeah, so where we got stopped here, because it also losses happen, but in this combination we had, you see here, winners, there was a loss in it, and the rest were winning trades. How would that have panned out for you financially? Let us put the numbers on each and every of those trades highlighted here with the orange boxes. And then you see, okay, individually here, for example, big winner because at the end of the candle, $550, 240, and you learn all the algorithmic entries, exits, and stops and how to work them. So basically, in a matter of 6 days, you would have paid for your tuition and would already have a return. So you strive, as I sometimes, for infinite returns because you know you got your capital that you invested in learning the system of TradeColors.com back, and then from there you strive for infinite returns because then you have a system that's paid for already. After this day trading example of a future, let us do a swing trading example for a stock. And we take the chart, a daily chart for CMG between September 2016 to January 2017, and look at the individual attainments that we were achieving by following the system. Let us jointly highlight the outcome and what do you see here? First one was a winner, so was the second, so was the third. Then we have a loss. So you see here, because you know we were ticked in, but then that trade reversed and bang, here took the stop. Yeah, so then we'll have another winner here on the bottom, another winner and a loss. A loss, a win, and a win. So how did it pan out? So we had 7 winners and 3 losses. So that is above our minimum threshold that we spelled out together, 65%. So we had, by the system, a 70% accuracy for those trades. Let us pick another example. Apple, for example, here. How did it work out here? And so you see here, measured between December and January. Yeah, 2 nice setups, both without a question were winners. And you will learn to either do a momentum trade in that, so you trade for a short term and then you might invest into a different asset, or you try to trend trade and try to get the most out of a trend so it develops on the chart. With our algorithm, we follow the natural price move model of the market. Institutional leaders drive the price outside the current range that is recognized. And how do they do it? They either increase the demand or they increase the supply. And other market participants, and so do we, recognize that there is a change in that asset. And then when the asset is driven to the next level by new participants entering into the demand or the supply side, then we'll trade and we'll do that for a predefined price move over and over and over again. With all our systems of never loss trading and definitely TradeColors.com, we trade for defined entries, exits with a clearly spelled out stop. We evaluate the odds of every trade situation and only enter those where the odds are in our favor. And we work jointly with you to develop a business plan that will mean a financial plan and an action plan that you know what to do, how, and when. And a big advantage of TradeColors.com as our introductory system is the tuition you paid will be acknowledged in case you want to upgrade to a higher level never loss trading system. For making life easy for you as a never loss trader or a user of TradeColors.com, we offer an alert service where we highlight on daily charts where prices move, and we also show you how to scale higher level price moves into shorter term price action and how to trade along with those. And these reports basically come out every night and help you then to find the opportunities. However, with TradeColors.com, you also have the watchlist indicator highlighting for 3 time frames where you see these 2 trade color combinations newly set up, and so with that you can do your own market analysis and find opportunities on multiple time frames that we set up for you. Here we're taking the alert for TradeColors.com on January 23. That was a Monday, so over the weekend you could prepare for your trade entries on Monday morning, and so from those trades a couple got ticked in, yes, 10 in total, and produced 7 winners and 3 losses. From the report, a few trades you saw that didn't get ticked in here on the bullish side because the next candle didn't tick higher, and on the bearish side because the next candle didn't tick lower. But anyhow, 10 opportunities to participate, 7 winners, 3 losses. That is above the spelled out attainment rate of 65% that we highlighted at the beginning. And you saw when you trade that also with a future or a different instrument like FOREX instrument, the system always gives you good combinations, solid combinations combinations of continuation patterns you can spot and follow that are based on institutional money moves. Jumping over into a future, what you see here is a 1-hour chart for the ES. We captured those price moves on January 26th at 8:20 in the morning. So this is where we took the photo. And you see that morning we had two wonderful trade combinations where you see highlighted by those orange boxes. There is the trade setup. It got ticked in and continued. And there was the trade setup here. There was the trade setup. It got ticked in by the next candle ticking lower, and it was continued. And now I want to go with you and give you some more insights for an example of a stock trade. Let me take the example of Facebook. It's a daily chart here, and I want to compare momentum trading and trend trading in its outcome. So on the first chart, we momentum trade. Yeah, so we trade always for consecutive predefined exit. We don't trail our stop, and then we leave the trade. So when you see here on the chart, when we do that, we had 6 trades, 5 winners, 1 loss. And we financially calculate what the outcome is, because everybody wants to be a trend trader, but trends are continuation of price moves that don't hold forever, and the momentum trader at the end of the day has a higher chance even to produce more money, as silly as it sounds. But I want to show you financially how that panned out. So now here is the trend trading model. You see again 6 trades but 2 losses, yeah, and now we'll put the individual price moves on each and every one of them, which we won and which we lost, yeah, where we're continuing our algorithm. And the funny thing is here, or the important thing is here, when you see on trend trading, we produced in a matter of 2 months a 5.4% return on cash, or produced a $6.49 gain on an average $120 investment. But on momentum trading compared to trend trading, we did $7.49 or 6.2%. That is a difference if you see that on an annual chart. And that also gives you something to think about, what you can all learn between momentum trading, trend trading, reinvesting your money. All of this will be captured in our business planning session. We teach you one-on-one. Yeah, we install all the software for you. We make the chart setups for you. You will have real-time data. You can keep your current broker relationship because it will not cost you anything to have the real-time data. There's always clear-cut entries, exits, and stops. We work with you on position sizing because we give you a model based on the trade setups that help you of how much you maximum invest and also prevent drawdowns. We work with you on expected time in the trade, risk handling, and as said, you will have a business plan to know what to do, how and when, and also what to financially expect from trading. Enter the world of algorithmic trading with TradeColors.com by calling us at 866-455-4520 or write us an email to contact@neverlosttrading.com, and we start working with you one-on-one, teaching you what we know about the markets and how to apply those algorithms to always trade with clearly defined entries, exits, and stops, and only trade when the odds are in your favor. We are teaching always one-on-one to focus on your individual wants and needs. Therefore, spots are limited, so please don't miss out. Give us a ring or write us an email. Thank you very much for your attention.